Raising you was totally different. Discipline was different. If I compare the two of you, I think with her, I disciplined her more psychologically than physically.
I can't open up to just anyone. Yeah. So the fact that I couldn't open up with my mom, like it got me like that
bothered you.
Yeah,
but it has really cost me a lot being who I am
by people that you have let in, and I think it actually hurts us more because you see us, we come back
after analyzing, you
have analyzed.
You hurt me again, like excuse me, what
So as I was telling you, Gloria, about the conversation that we had last time, we were talking about parent-child relationship and the relationship that mom has with us. The first question, is mom your friend?
Yes, mom is my friend, but there was a time she wasn't, but she's my friend.
Could we ask why?
She to her, I was her friend. To me, she wasn't. Like, I get you.
She was your mom.
Yeah, yes, she was my mom. But I wanted her.
Was that season I was telling you?
Also, me, I've had it, but my mom hated me. Oh my God. She's the person who hates me the most because everything I want to do, she's saying no.
Mine was not even that. Mine was, I don't know, it was just
you're just disagreeing.
Those lies. Yeah, it was not, I don't know. But then I committed and I was like, no, I have to make my mom a friend, my best friend. You're still my best friend, but yeah. So I had to commit.
Maybe if I ask, what made you feel like I was not a friend at that time?
Like we weren't
on the same page. You were not agreeing.
No, I used to compare. I've never told you guys this, but I used to compare myself with Cassia.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like I would see you guys' relationship and I was like, guys,
they're like, closer than
they are close. I've ever told you how you're so close with Cassia.
Yeah.
I used to see like you guys talk so freely and I'm just there. So I used to there was even a period where I used to ask myself what would Gracia respond and I respond.
Oh my God.
Yeah, what would Gracia do and I do that. Like I wanted to be you when I'm relating with mom. Yeah.
Number one.
Like a middle child syndrome. That's a topic for another day.
Number one. What I have to say was number one. Because I feel so privileged that I wasn't a man. Because that means you looked up to me.
Yeah,
you mimic something that she wanted.
So, and then number two, it's also a bad thing because you're your own person. We are two
now you
completely different people.
And it's really affected, like, knowing myself. That's when that period for, why do I have, you remember there's a time, yeah, sure, right now I'm still like friends or what, but there was a specific time where it really hurt me. Like, why Gracia has so many, like, what's wrong with me? You know, like, because now I'm starting to
learn more about yourself and knowing who you are.
Yeah.
And your personality.
So it has been
a journey.
A journey for you.
Wow.
Okay. So how do you feel now?
Oh, right now I'm just myself. See, you can tell. You can just see like I when I was in school, I asked someone like the relationship with their mom, and then I was like, there are so many things. I've not stayed with mom like even in bed fever, like we're just talking. Like we didn't do that much as you did with mom. So I was like, no, I also need to put in more effort because she's there for me. It's just my mind is trying to block that she's there for me, but she really is there for me. So when I'm at home, I just come, I tell her, like it was just trying to get closer to you so that I see talking to you like a normal thing. Like I can just open up to you. Because even opening up with serious things was really difficult. And also, like, I can't open up to just anyone.
Yeah.
So the fact that I couldn't open up with my mom, like, it got me, like,
That bothered you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you see now also personalities are different. As she had said, the two of you, your personalities are completely different people. She's more of an outgoing, sanguine person that can talk a lot. Yeah. But you, which I think you're more like me, we don't talk much. We talk, but not that much. We trust, but we don't trust very easily. So for us to even speak up or say something or discuss anything with anybody, we have to really evaluate somebody. You tell me if I'm right, because that's what I think was happening to you. You've got to evaluate that person and see, do I really trust this person to listen to me, understand me, and not judge me? Or can I trust this person with the information that I am giving them, that they will be there for me despite how they feel about it? And I think that is exactly who she is. So for her to even open up to anybody, not only me as her mother, but to any other person, that person has got to be special to her. Yeah.
Including you.
Including me, yes. She has to trust that I'm not going to judge her. I am not going to criminalize her, I am going to be present and be there for her. So I had to earn the trust. I remember asking myself, hey, this girl, how am I going to make her open up? Because Gloria is one person who can just stay alone and she's comfortable.
And she's very comfortable.
And she's very, very comfortable. Yes, she's very, very comfortable, which I also can. I also can stay in my room and I'm very, very comfortable. I may not even go outside. Actually, someone asked me one time, and you can stay indoors for a whole month and no one will know that you're in that house. And I was like,
oh, we need to go. My friend.
Me, I'm an indoors person. I can stay in the house and I'm very much comfortable in my own environment. I don't need crowds. I don't need people. So, and I think that is where she was. And I think I kind of understood that is who she is. But
and didn't beat yourself
and didn't beat myself up for the fact that we did not talk much. And then I also realized, as much as I'm an enclosed person, I also realized that I have a you.
Me.
I have a you who is not like me and who is not an enclosed person that needs talking, needs somebody to listen to, needs somebody she will converse to and be there for her, be present. So I had to pull down, to dig down. It's not been recording. I had to dig down within me to be able to also accommodate you and be there for you. But also understanding at the same time of what she needed. But at this time, she needs me time. But at the same time, try to pull her to the point where she can know that she can trust me enough to have a conversation with me
when she
needs it. Yes. But it's been a journey even with her. It's been and we are still walking the journey. But she's come from far.
Yes, she has.
Come from
yes. I agree and I can attest to that.
Yes.
Could it also be the fact that I don't know if this is true. Okay, like for example, for me, I didn't have a big sister or a big brother or someone that I could look up to if it is not you, or a big cousin, or there was no one who was like in form of a big sister, maybe that I was to you at that time. Maybe when you couldn't talk to mom, you felt safe to come and talk to me other than mom. Could it also be that is the reason why I also opened up more to you?
Yeah, it happens in so many occasions or in so many cases that the first child always tends to be a friend to the parent because she does not have anyone else to look up to or anyone else to look.
Gloria, could that also be the case why it took some time before you became good friends with mom? Question number one.
As a matter of fact, I don't think we can say that it has taken much time because even with you, we didn't start being close and being friends at her age, you know, at her age, you were still fighting, and you know, you were
I
still
feel like for us, we had our moments, but
which
at
were
the
very
same-
many and often.
very
Okay, so the question I was asking is now that we are friends, even before we became friends, during our childhood time, how was discipline for you? Was it hard? What other tactics did you use? Was it different for all of us, for all the children, especially now, like for us, because we are closer in age, so you disciplined us at almost the same time. So how did you handle disciplining us? Was it different? And then also, because me and Gabriela, I feel like we almost have the same personalities. So now, the way you used to discipline me, is it the same how you're disciplining Gabriela right now? And I actually think it's different. So how did you change? How did you change your tactics to where you are?
Discipline, discipline is both. Is not only physical. I think when you look at it in the African context, we see discipline as just the physical aspect of it, but discipline is also psychological. So during your time, I was still a new mom, still learning, still working the ground, being who you are. You see, we are also, as in, we are different people. We are different people. So it took time to also understand you and where you're coming from and what your intentions are. You see, so I think we roughed up a bit together.
is this now like a child 5 years old, or was this during my teenage time?
That was at your teenage years, but also as a child, you see, you're very outgoing. You want to be out there, you want to talk to everybody, and sometimes you took it overboard, being who you are. You know, you take it overboard. You took it overboard because I remember one time, I don't know if it's okay to give incidences.
Okay, give you the consent.
The consent to give an incident. I remember one time we had moved and from where we were living and went to a different place. So that meant you had left your friends behind. And for you, friendship is a big deal. You know, you gather friends very fast. So we had just left and we've gone to a very different place. So you need a new crowd of friends. You've always had crowds of friends. It's not like me who was I handpick my friends, but you've always had. Whenever I ask you who are your friends, you will count your fingers. You know, several. If I ask her who are your friends, she will first of all think, keep quiet and think. You know, but for you, it came very, very easily. So because of that, you either even got involved with people that were not probably good, yes, good for you, that took you the wrong direction.
This is another different conversation.
I understand that.
I have really
You have learned to choose
yes.
friends over the
She was
years.
really misled.
Not
Right.
necessarily. And I think that is why probably I was tougher on you, because it was easy for you to be misled by many people because you value friendship with many people. You want everybody, and it's because of who you are outgoing.
For a period of my life, for a time, I don't know if I still think of this, but I feel like it has really cost me a lot being who I am.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it is I can't help it, because I really trust. I Okay, I have started learning how to keep those who are close and put others away, but it is because I have suffered consequences of that.
Yeah.
I have suffered consequences of that, and I did not, because I know this person is not the right, but I wanted to be a people pleaser
Yeah.
to people. I wanted to be good to people.
Not really a people pleaser, but to belong.
Yes.
You wanted to belong, to be friends with people. And that is fine. It's not a wrong thing, because as you're saying that it's hurt you before, but you see, even for us not trusting has also cost us probably to lose out on people that we probably should have.
That is more safer.
I don't think so, because we lose opportunities, we lose people that probably
Would have
helped us along the way. You get.
You know, also, like, for example, let's say you're told to do something and it would have really helped you, but you're like, should I trust this person? Should I? Like, it's not. Everything has its disadvantages also.
Yeah, so it's not such a bad thing that you have been able to have the friends that you have had. I've also personally have had friends that I have brought in that have also hurt me and upset me within the course of my life. Even with all those barriers that I have, it's the process of life.
Actually, also to add on that, I feel like you guys, with the personalities you have, it's easier for you to set boundaries and to stick with them.
Yes, now, that does not protect us from being hurt by people that we have let in. And I think it actually hurts us more. Because you see us, we come out tunafanya mtu
analyzing,
you have analyzed.
You hurt me again, like, excuse me. What I spent my time.
Exactly. For us, we analyze, we take our time, we bring you in slowly, and then we have finally trusted you. Then all of a sudden you hit us. That hurts even more. And I think that is why
it causes trust issues after that. Because now, more than the way because when you want to get close to someone, you're like, no, what happened to me last time?
Yeah.
So now you see it brings a lot of.
So both sides have advantages and disadvantages. Yes.
Thank God.
So
okay.
So as I was saying, raising you was totally different. Discipline was different. If I compare the two of you, I think with her, I disciplined her more psychologically than physically than I did with you.
Because she would never listen to you.
Yes, because physically, no. Not that she would never listen physically. But for you, psychologically would not have worked. Why? You forgive very fast. You let go very fast.
Story
Lisha. If I come on you emotionally, you will forget about the conversation within. As in, if I come to you angrily, you will forget about the conversation within a few minutes, and then you're back to yourself.
Yeah.
But for her, if I come at her emotionally, it sticks around, and she thinks over it. She ponders the situation. She will think over it, cook it, put every spice and sugar and, mix it up before she lets go. So with her, I disciplined her more emotionally, psychologically than I did with you. For you, it was physical. It was more physical. For her, it has been physical, yes, but not as much. For her, it has been psychological. But if I put the two together for her, then I think it really gets deep.
I can never forget talking the last time she bet me.
Imagine,
and it was wrong food. It was not even on me. It was back in the year 2018.
Oh, she can even remember the year.
It was April. I remember the month. Okay, I'm not even.
And then what happened?
Since there's this
I think I've had this story.
Yeah, you've had it.
Let me hear it.
There's this girl, I don't even remember her name. She came just to say hi. And then she said, I take her to her home. Not even just to walk together. And then you came home, you didn't find me. No, you were upstairs. You were in your room. And then I just left. And I told the auntie that we had back then that you tell mom I've gone. I asked her for permission and she was like, yeah, sinikwenda too, you just to walk. Yes, you'll come back Immediately after, yes, okay, I'll tell mom. To come back, mom is angry. Like I tell her, but I answer. She's not even talking. That is not talking. Mom is saying, I'm telling mom, Aki, mom, I asked her. So you want to say auntie's lying? So
Mom,
so
yes,
you?
I have another question regarding that one. When you are disciplining us, as much as you are angry because we've done something wrong, was there any a time that your anger took over, that you didn't want to listen to our side of the story?
Yeah, I may not remember an incident, but I'm sure it has happened. I'm sure it has happened. I would be lying if I said it has not happened. It must, and every parent would be lying at this when they say that they've not acted angrily towards their children. We are not perfect. We are all working to see that you grow to be the people that you. Yeah, we are just. You people don't come with any manual. We don't give birth to you and then there's a manual. Unapewa tu and then unaambiwa figure it out along the way. You will know. There's no manual. And probably, I think you guys just, okay, I don't know, but just give us grace. Because I'm sure maybe not every parent, but most parents would want the best for their child. They want them to grow up and be better than they are. So any time that probably we make noise or we discipline you, it's out of it. It may not seem like we are doing it from a point of love at that time. At that time, probably you're thinking, this woman hates me, she doesn't like me, I don't even know why she gave birth to me, and all that. But we are doing it from a point of love because our desire is to see you do better than I did. Our desire is to see you not end up worse than probably something that I have seen. Or you never know, maybe as I'm acting out because I'm seeing a sign of something that probably happened to another child, and I don't want you to end up there. So just give us grace for the mistakes that and I'm sorry. Sorry for beating you wrongly. But you see, I'm so sure even that day that I chappered you, I had probably spoken about it severally. In that, for me, what I know, unless you tell me if I'm wrong, anytime that I have come at you physically, it has been after several warnings.
That's why
It has been it has been after several warnings because you will do the wrong the first time. I'll ask you about it and we'll have a conversation. The second time I'll ask you about it, we'll have a conversation, and this time a serious one. Yes. The third time you will go for it again. I will have a conversation with you, but this time I will warn you that if it is done again, the next time there will be a beating. And I keep my word. So I'm sure even that day that I went on war on you, it was after several conversations, and I plead for grace. Yeah, but anyway, none of you come with a manual. And as you're saying, you're almost the same with Gabriella. Gabriella is almost like the two of you combined. It's almost like the two of you combined. Because she can be quiet, but at the same time, she can be very vocal and very outgoing. But it depends with her mood that day. But I think her discipline has been very different in that this time around, I am not disciplining her alone. I have you and I have you who are like her parents to her. So, and then she's watching you and she has examples to emulate and to follow. So for her, I think it has been smooth. There have not been a lot of fights here and there because either when most of the time I catch her doing something, we'll either call her, especially her, she will call her very fast before I can rain on her and help her and defend her, and because she listens to you guys, then she'll mellow down and stop whatever that was happening. So it's been different. It's been different, being that she's the baby in the house, and she has you that she's looking up to, and you're also helping raise her. So yeah.
Now that's according to the girls. What about our boy?
Oh, Ray,
The only boy.
the only boy in the home.
Yeah.
Ray has a strong personality, a very, very strong personality. But what Ray requires is, I think, being a boy that he wants mental conversation. He wants understanding.
Yeah.
So we will sit down and we will talk, and there will be understanding. But I realized at the same time, as much as there's understanding, there are also times when he's hard-headed. So when those times come, I take it to the dad. Yeah. Yeah, I take it to the dad because I find there's especially with Ray, there's a place of the dad to take it up.
Not really when it comes to boys.
When it comes to boys, yes, there is a place for the father.
As daughters, we can attest that daddy doesn't do much of the discipline when it comes to us.
When he sees something,
he'll tell mom, or ata mention kama by the way, na niliona mnafanya sijui nini na hiyo hata hataki respond ama atu attack sisi wote.
Combines
all of you na nyinyi watu hamwezi eka sitting room na story ishi hapo, hata hataki response. But if it is like a serious issue, he will come to you and then now you come to us na utuambie daddy alikuja akaniambia. Unaona? So I think it's also right that the way you have let daddy,
there's a place for the father to raise the boy. Because I learned that there is a certain respect that the boy has with the dad. And because he's looking up to him for growth and what kind of man does he want to be, he's looking at his father. He's not looking at me to see the kind of man that he wants to be. As a matter of fact, he looks at me and he sees any other woman and he sees somebody that he can challenge, There's a day I spoke to him and he stood up to me at 10 years. And I'm like, broad shoulders. Yeah, he's got broad shoulders and he's huge.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, now I think let's involve the dad. And I feel there may be those children, the boy child who don't have a father figure in the home. But I feel it's very, very important for every boy growing up to have a father figure. Because they'll always want to look up to somebody that they will honor and respect.
Like
at the same time, yes.
Doctor.
Yes, they always have somebody that they want to look up to and somebody that they honor and respect and want to emulate, So for me, we will have conversations. We will talk with them. Yes, when it gets to a place where now he's not listening to me anymore, then now I push it to the dad, and the dad, he is tough on him. Actually, at one point,
me, kwanza, I have never seen daddy tough like that until Ray was born.
Yeah, and he has to. At first, I was worried.
Yeah, I remember you telling me.
Yeah, at first I was really worried. Until one time, and I would even tell him, hey, I think you're too tough on this boy. Tone it down a bit. Until I watched one day, I think it was Steve Harvey, who was talking to a lady who asked the same question that I had. And she was like, my husband, she has 3 boys, 3 teenage, she had 3, I think 3 or 2 teenage boys. And she was saying that the husband is very tough on the boys. And she was asking Steve to tell the husband to mellow down on the discipline. And Steve told him, no. Do you believe that your husband loves those boys? She said yes. Then allow him, train them to be the men that he wants them to be. As the first question was, do you believe your husband loves those boys and your husband wants well for those boys? The answer was yes. And if that is the answer for any father, then we women, we should allow the father to train them, to teach them, to discipline them, to be the men that they're supposed to be. because discipline and training are two very different things. Training is tough. Training is not easy.
And that is what happens for boys.
And that is what happens with men. To raise a boy to be a man, they have to be tough. They have to be toughened to be prepared for the world that they're coming into. Because the world out here for men is not easy. It's not an easy world for men. So the man has got to be tough to his sons so that he can raise them to be better men than they are. So when I heard that, and I think I concurred with what Steve was saying.
I think that's a conversation we should have with Dad.
Yes.
How did he clock that he needs to be tough with Ray? How did he know where does he know where he has to be tough? Where does he know he can tone it down a bit?
I think
because Ray's relationship with Dad, it's really good. It's really good, and I can see a lot of Dad in Ray.
Yeah.
But the way Daddy is tough.
And they really have deep conversations. If you find the two of them talking, they really get deep with their conversations, because even the questions that Ray comes with, and the way Ray will frame a conversation to me will be very different from how he will frame the conversation. The same question, but framed very differently when he's asking me to when he's asking the dad. And you find they will go more into depth. Because he will ask a question and twist it and retwist it and twist it again. But me, he will ask me, and whatever I give is okay. Inaishia hapo. But with the dad, he will go with a tougher question and dig deeper.
Wow. And that is so nice that he has such a relationship with Dad, and that really speaks a lot for us. Sasa sijui niseme as ama niseme me that I should look for someone who is.
Yes, I keep telling you. I keep telling you that I thank God, because I've been praying that the men that are meant for you ladies, my children, for my girls, they have big shoes to fill. They have big shoes to fill.
Good. And may I thank God because
raised the standard.
Both you and Dad have had a really hard time when you are now children.
Yeah.
But you've really, you've really made us, your children, not experience what you experience. And you really don't show, like, you teach us slowly of what happened to you. Because we keep learning what happened to Dad, what happened to you.
Yeah.
We keep learning slowly by slowly. But, like, I don't know how to say it. You really,
that's one. But you see, it's every parent's desire to give their children a better life than what they had. But that is not to shield you from what you went through, because that is what has built us. That is what has made us who we are today. So the reasons why we give you our stories is for you to also learn from what we have been through, how we have grown, so that you also you don't only see what you have, but you can also see from where we have come from and the value where you're going. Because obviously God is taking you further than we have gone. God says that the path of the righteous is a shining light that shines more and to the perfect day, that we grow from glory to glory. So where we are is the least you guys must be while you're growing. So we want you to be higher than where we have been, but we don't want you to forget your past, where it has come from, where we have grown from. You remember me telling you the story of my mom, how she sat me down and told me her past, which helped me get to where I am. So the past is very, very important for the future. And that is why you find even in the Bible, the children of Israel were always told, do not forget to teach the word of God to your generations of where you have come from, the journey from Egypt. Do not forget to keep telling them of what God has done, how God has brought you from Egypt up to where they are. Because anytime they forgot to teach them, then they also they forgot whatever God had done and obviously went a different way and messed up. So don't forget The reason why we keep saying and we keep telling the story is so that you don't forget where we have come from.
Now that you have put God in the mix.
Yeah.
Now, the other question I have, how did God help you, and why is it so important as a parent to be a Christian, even when it comes to discipline, when it comes to having a relationship with your children, in just as a in the family sector? How is it very important to have God?
You remember me saying that you people don't come with a manual?
Yeah.
The only person who has the right manual is God. He's the only one who knows. He's the only one who can direct me as a parent on how to raise you.
Yeah.
Because on my own, I don't know anything. And the Bible says that He's our beginning and our end. That means He knows you and He knows your beginning and the end. So if I dare do anything on my own, then I will misdirect you. And God has given you as our children to guide you to fulfill the destiny that God has placed in you. So if I don't follow what He tells me to do or His direction in raising you, I will have failed as a parent. That is why it is very, very important the minute you become a parent, prayer is not an option. Prayer is not an option. We have a mother, a father has got to be very, very prayerful so God can guide us and help us. And we need to pray, not only for wisdom, but also guidance, for God to guide us on how to guide you, on how to lead you, on how to discipline you. It got to a point and I was asking God, what is it that I am doing wrong? Show me. No, not necessarily, no. No, with everybody. There are times where I've gone back to God and I've asked God, here now I'm stuck. I think I've been doing it my own way. Please show me what to do. Guide me. Guide me, give me wisdom. What am I supposed to do in this instance? Give me the correct words that even as I speak to this child, she will be able to hear what I am saying. She'll be able to understand what I am saying. Bring me to her level that I may also understand where she is or where he is. It's very, very important. And I keep telling people, for me, my number one prayer point always is wisdom. Wisdom not only to be who I am as a woman, but wisdom as a mother. I ask God for wisdom. Give me wisdom so that I can direct you where you're supposed to be. I can direct you in the right way. Because you'll always come with questions. Now, if I answer wrongly and I answer the question the way I'm not supposed to answer, or the way God intends for you to hear it, then what will that happen? What will
The way we trust you.
you see? It's very, very important to put God first when it comes to raising our children. The Bible says that train a child in the way that he should go, that he will do what? Jasipote, I'm sure I've paraphrased that one. Yeah. But train the child in the way that he should go. How am I going to train you if I don't receive guidance on how to train you from God?
Being a parent is something that is ordained.
Yes, it is something ordained, but also with the help of God. Because there's no time that God is going to give you something that He has entrusted you with, and He will not give you the grace, the wisdom, and everything required to help you do that thing that He has given you. So I always believe that God has guided us through. God is one that has led us this far. Because even when you talk about friendship and relationship, these are things that I have prayed about. These are things that I have asked God to help me. The Lord, may I not be far from my children. May my children be close to me so that they are able to talk to me freely. May they not feel condemned by me, but feel loved by me. May my children not feel like I don't listen. May they see that I listen and I understand them. Even when I don't understand them, Lord, help me to understand where they're coming from, to understand what they are saying, to be in their feet, that I am not so big for me not to come down to their level. To the level of you at your age and to the level of Gabriela at her age, that I'll be able to come down to her level and be able to listen to her and make her feel that she is seen and understood. So it's very, very, I can't just emphasize how important God is when it comes to parenting. You cannot do it right and do it without God. That is not possible. You cannot do it right without God. God has to be in the mix.
So we thank God, all in all.
Yeah, we thank
Even
God.
with the different personalities,
Yes, yes.
with the different children, whether female or male.
Yeah. Emphasize different personalities. Emphasis on that one. Yeah.
Wow, okay. That is beautiful. I'm glad we've had this conversation. And had you to join us.
Yes. Yeah, we are happy. I'm also happy that you're here. Yeah. Maybe next time we'll bring Ray in so that he can give his point of view. Yeah. Now that we've spoken about him today.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
We would have
Something to say. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm happy.